Hello, this is Catullus 96. This is a really sweet poem that's addressed to his friend Calvus and his mistress, Calvus's mistress or wife, we're not really sure, but his love has passed. And so Catullus is trying to assuage a little bit of the grief of his friend Calvus here. So let's take a look. And in line one, we have quicquam, and we're going to take quicquam with these two nouns. Adjectives here. So what we're saying here is, if anything, now gratum here means welcome or pleasing. Now acceptum also means pleasing, so maybe we should say welcome. So if anything welcome or pleasing, and then we have the ises here. Now ises, what I always tell my students is, when you say ises and ibises, they're ablative until proven dative. But we just had a word that means welcome, or just had a word that means pleasing. So it's a pretty natural thing to say, like pleasing to somebody or something. And that's what's happening here. So these are dative, mutis sepulchris. So if anything welcome or pleasing to silent tombs. Now we have an infinitive here, so that's not our main verb. And so we're going to keep going by our, and then we're addressing Calvus here, and then grief, so we can see that that goes together. And here is the crux of the sentence, at least the first part of it, because really the sentence goes on all the way to the end, is able. So if anything welcome or pleasing, that way means or, to silent tombs, is able to happen, and see how those verbs frame that whole line. So we have a nice chiastic structure here, a nice chiasmus. A, B, B, A. So if anything welcome or pleasing to silent tombs is able to happen, Calvus, from our grief, by which desire, so we have these ablatives here, by which desire we renew, restore ancient love. And now you can see her olim means once, and I'm going to kind of pair this with this participle demissos. And we weep for, phleo phlera, to weep for. Now, amikitias is friendship, and missos means sent, but probably I think the context, what we mean here is dimissos, so like sent away, or how about lost? So we weep for once lost friendships. Okay, so let's back up just a second. So by which desire we renew or restore old love, old loves, if you want to make that plural, and we weep for once lost friendships, certainly or surely. Now we got a tanto and quantum here, so we have a little bit of a comparison, right? A correlative, this and that. But certainly or surely, her premature death, we're talking about Calvus's girlfriend or mistress or wife, someone, and that her name is Quintilia, in fact. Her premature death. Now, non tanto dolori here. Now, again, this could be dative or ablative. Now, this has to be dative. And that's a little, we're not really sure what's going on here, but when we see the dative of Quintilia's name, hopefully what we might recognize is that this is a double dative. Now, that's a really hard construction to get very literally into English. So what we're going to say here is certainly her premature death is not of such a great grief for Quintilia as, there's that second half of that correlative, as quantum, as Quintilia rejoices in your love, or maybe because of your love. So yeah, a little kind of tough grammar there with that double dative, but on the whole here, this is a really sweet poem, and Catullus is basically telling his friend, look, you're really sad, I'm really sad, but the one person who isn't sad is Quintilia, the one who has passed. So rest assured, be okay with the fact that when she died, and maybe even in the afterlife, she knows that she was loved by you, and maybe by me too, but by you. Thanks.